On today's episode, I'm replacing rail end plates on a Chevy Impala.
I wrapped it all the way around both frame rails.
I stay putting in that work, everything I get, I'm hurt. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work, everything I get, I'm hurt. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. I'm up in the morning, like 5 in the morning, I'm already on. So when you just getting out of the box, boy, I'm rounding the corner. This ain't a persona.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 84 of Inside the Body Shop. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. Stayed safe out there. Back to it today. First thing this morning, when I got to the shop, I had a Chevy Impala I had set up ready to go from Tuesday. I dove straight into that one. I had to replace both rail end plates where the reinforcement bar mounts on the front of the car. But first I had to pull and square up the frame rails and get them exactly where they're supposed to be before I could get into that. So I did that, and then I went ahead and cut those plates off and got the new ones on, got that one moving. Then when I finished that one, I dove into a Toyota Rav4. This is another one, back onto the frame rack with this one as well. This one was hit in the rear, and it's getting a new lift gate, new rear bumper, but it's also getting a frame rail section because it had a hook, a tow hook that hung down off of the frame rail, and whenever it caught that, it's common whenever something gets hit low down low like that, and it has a hook like that or a trailer hitch or anything like that, it destroys the frame rails real easily because of the leverage it has in order to bend that frame rail up. So this one was getting a rear frame rail section. Luckily, Toyota was smart about this, and they sell the just the rear section of the frame rail about, I don't know, 18 inches long, whatever it is. So it makes it a lot easier than having to put the entire section in. So I dove into that one, started cutting that one apart. I almost got that section out. It's kind of difficult the way it's wedged up in there. So it's about to come out. I'm gonna get back onto that one first thing in the morning. But that was my day today. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, click that share button. I greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Check out my day.
All right, on to the first one of the day. I have a Chevy Impala. It's getting repaired down the side here. That's actually one claim. Then there's a front end claim as well. And it's going to be getting both of these new end brackets on each side and repair on the rail ends. So I'm gonna put an electronic measure on this in a little bit, but first, just to get an idea how far off the frame rails are, I took the new reinforcement bar and took a measurement, and then I could hold this up here and I can see that they are sprung out a little bit on each side. So that gives me an idea to make a rough pull to start with. Then I'll put a measurement on it and get it exactly where I need it to be. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to bring both of those frame rail ends in slightly, then I'll do a electronic measurement on it. I had to reconfigure my pole because it was just wanting to bend those brackets up where I had it, so I wrapped it all the way around both frame rails. This should move it, no problem. Looks like it's pretty close now. All right, I got this all fit together with the reinforcement bar on there and the brackets sitting like they're supposed to. I'm gonna go ahead and start welding these on. About wrapped up. I'm going to send it over to Eric to do the fill work on the side, and I'm going to dive into the next one. All right, on to the next one. I have a Toyota Rav4. This one got hit right in this corner here. It's getting a new lift gate, new bumper, but it also caught this hook right here and destroyed the frame rail. You can see here in the back. So it's actually going to get this new section put on there, just the back half section. But first I'm going to put it in clamps and measure it and do a quick pull to make sure everything else that's connected to that is exactly where it's supposed to be. Even though I'm replacing this, I want to pull it and get it square before I cut this out, because there's a chance this could be moved. Any of this stuff up here could be moved, and if I don't pull that first, it'll cause a problem later on in the process. All right, I got this one all squared up. The liftgate fits nicely to the quarter panels, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this rail section out, and I'm gonna cut this out from the top side here. I'm gonna drill straight through all the welds, and then I'll weld it. I'll set the rail up in there, and then I'll weld it back up from the top side.